Good evening. This is the Athens City Shade Tree Commission meeting for February the 9th, 2012. It'll be a fairly short meeting, I think. We don't have any Title 33 tree permit or right-of-way issues, Title 37 landscape ordinance issues. The Assistant Service Safety Director, Ron Lucas, is unable to be with us tonight. He's got a conflict with another meeting. The only item I remember, well, there were two items he told me about ahead of time. One concerns a tree that he thinks may have been removed without the consent of the city over on the west side, and we may be pursuing the person that did it for the planting of trees, as under Title 33 the city is allowed to do. That will be 2 inches for 2-inch trees. We think it was a 24-inch tree that was taken down, so that could be 12 trees at least that will be planted. He also told me that Asplund have now finished their work in, I think it's the east side of the city, and they won't be doing any more for a while.
Is that the work on the gas lines?
That's the AEP.
AEP.
Tree contract.
Oh, I thought you said Ashland.
Asplund is the contractor that AEP
right.
is, yeah. I don't have any information on the Emerald Ash Borer at the moment. We have not resolved some of the questions over the Shade Tree Commission policy concerning planting trees in the right-of-way. Maybe we'll do that in time for the next meeting. One announcement that we've got is Tree City USA Awards program is to be held in Chillicothe on May the 2nd, 2012. And with that, that's all of the items that I've got. So any of the commissioners got any other items they want to raise at all? If not, this could be the shortest meeting on record. Elahu. Yes.
Maybe we could ask Ann Bonner about the hemlock, how much of a threat she thinks the hemlock, what is it called?
The hemlock woolly.
Yeah.
It's a big threat. It's killed a lot of trees in the eastern United States. Mm-hmm. If you've driven out 50 through West Virginia, you'll see the dead hemlocks. They did find 8, I believe, hemlocks that were infested with the hemlock woolly adelgid at Shade River Forest, which is in Meigs County. And the Division of Forest, luckily, they were found on Division of Forestry land, state land, so they're going to expedite removal of those trees and burn them on site with the help of the Department of Agriculture. From what I understand, the infestation was not heavy, so they don't, this bug is very light and it moves on the feathers of birds and in the wind. Mm-hmm. So, we're just hoping that it hasn't spread, but...
Are there any varieties that are resistant?
Not that I know of. I guess there is some resistance in the western hemlocks, but they're not trees that would live in our hardiness zone, so it's pretty scary. Also, the Asian longhorn beetle is another invasive species that has been found in Ohio. This is another Asian beetle, and it is a generalist. It feeds not only on maples, but ash and elm and willows and buckeye, and they found it in Bethel, Ohio, which is a suburb of Cincinnati, about 30 miles east of Cincinnati. And this is a big longhorn beetle, about 1 inch long, with quite beautiful, blue feet and black body and white spots on them. They found it in a lot of other places in the United States over the years, but this is the first time it's ever been found in a rural, suburban setting, and with so many trees, and so it's kind of scary.
Did they take those out? I heard something about a lot of maple trees being destroyed because of that.
Yeah, the first step was figuring out where the bug was, and they've inventoried miles and miles around Bethel looking for this bug. I think, don't quote me on this, on TV. I can't remember the number, but it was maybe they've removed 15 or 2,000 trees thus far. Right now, the plan was to just, within this infested area to just cut down everything. And you can imagine that the landowners have not been pleased with that. So right now, I think there's some discussion about coming up with a compromise. But yeah, it's really discouraging, the invasives, and we now have a different hardiness zone map that was released in the United States. So go home tonight with the extra time we have and look up, the hardiness zone, and you'll see that Ohio is now almost all Zone 6. When I started, it was almost all Zone 5. There's even some Zone 7s, and so that just is really favorable to these invasive species, both plants, invasive species, and insects. So no good news on my end, sorry.
Okay, thank you, Anne. Anything else that, is there anything that City Council is doing that you think the Tree Commission should be alert to?
Nothing specific at the time.
Okay, good. In that case, I think all we've got left are the minutes of the last meeting, to which you will find on the very last page are the notes that I've given to John Patsky to go with the decisions that were made at the last meeting.
David, are you expecting to see a new plan for the East State Street former Captain D's site for the tree? They were short some trees. We recommended a number of possible sites.
And we don't need any, because we simply told them they need to plant more. We don't need to see where they are.
Okay, great.
So I would assume that if they don't present a document to the city that meets that additional requirement, that they would come back here, but otherwise it would not.
Okay, thanks.
Well, I'll move that we accept the minutes of the January 12th meeting.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Are there any objections to passing the minutes of the last meeting? Hearing none, we have minutes of the last meeting. The next meeting will be on March the 8th at 7 o'clock in the City Council Chamber. Tree Commission meeting is adjourned. Thank you.